Well, welcome to another cheapwinefinder.com podcast. This is Domain Dave, like always. And we do 3 podcasts a week. We do 3 wines written up on the review on the cheapwinefinder.com website, value-priced wines. And today, it is a value-priced wine, it's a singular wine. And then when we're done writing it up, we plug in the microphone, and well, here we are right now. Went to Trader Joe's. They've been stagnant. They're doing some strange things over there, but I did find this wine. It's the Kidia Estate Sauvignon Blanc 2023. Or it could be the Kidia. I'm not sure which one. I wouldn't Kidia yet. Kidia is a orchid found in the Andes. This is a wine by VDP. I forgot the Viña del Panico. I forgot the name of the company. They've been around since 1825. And their first vines came from Bordeaux pre-Phylloxera. And while those vines aren't still around, I imagine relatives of those vines are still around. And this is an estate wine, and it sells for $5.99. And it looks like Trader Joe's has the U.S. rights for it. I see it elsewhere, and it's hard to tell because sometimes the money doesn't translate, but it's like a $10, $12 wine elsewhere. And this is a young Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. The estate is located in the Loncamilla Valley, a river valley, which is inside pretty much the center of the Maule River Valley, which is where a lot of the wine comes from Chile. To the west, you have the Pacific Ocean, and to the east, you have the Andes. These are up in the foothills, they're high up. Get the vines in the vineyards, get a lot of sun, they get snow melt for irrigation off the Andes often, and it's usually high enough up where it doesn't have a lot of pests and just the diseases that can affect the vines. It's really, Chile and Argentina both are lucky that they have that. It's very good growing conditions, and it makes for very good wines. And if you ever thought that $5.99 is way too cheap for a wine, there's no way you're drinking it, well, give this wine a try and you will change your mind. This is a young Sauvignon Blanc. I'm going to take a sip. By young, I mean there's not a lot of aging. They don't do a lot in the production. This is a simple wine. Everything's stainless steel. They said it's got about 4 years for you to have to, the wine's still good. This is a 2023. This is the first 2023. We're in January of 2024. You got to remember that they probably picked their grapes back February or March of last year. So they come by this naturally. It's 2023 is not that crazy. But this is a well-made wine. The acidity is really well balanced. They have a really nice website. Since they've been around since 1825, their website is very wine-oriented. It's very nice. Still the same family owns it. And they actually put down what yeast they use. The big thing is natural yeast that's in the air, but that doesn't have to be everything. And I have it written up in the review on cheapwinefinder.com. But one of the yeast is made to be very tropical and not grassy, like New Zealand a Sauvignon Blanc can be. And the other yeast, there's 2 yeasts. The other yeast is made to kind of accentuate the sub-fragrances while not getting in the way of the main fragrances, which I really didn't know that about yeast. The yeast you use help the scent. And with Sauvignon Blanc, which usually smells great, it works. And this is not grassy. It's got a stew of flavors. All the flavors are subtle but distinct. Grapefruit, dried pineapple, peach pear, lime, lemon. A nice slap of acidity just to give it a little bit of zest. This is a really nice Sauvignon Blanc at $5.99. I mean, if you didn't know the price, you would be guessing somewhere under $15 because you can get a really good Sauvignon Blanc for under $15, and then that this is an estate by a family-owned winery wine, and they do own, I think, 6 or 7 vineyards in that estate, but the website tells you what they grow, so I think there's only 1 or 2 of the vineyards it could have come from. So this is kind of, well, this is not something you typically find at Trader Joe's for $5.99, where family-owned state winery, been around for 200 years, making a wine that, you know, that tastes terrific. It's just, and at $5.99, there's not that much reason to go above and beyond. I mean, if you find a Sauvignon Blanc you really, really love, fine. But if you're out there just want to sample Sauvignon Blancs, you might grab this one, decide to stay and not search any farther. It's crystal clear. It's just this light shade of sunshine yellow, and it's almost crystal clear. It's just clean, sharp, fine wine. Yeah, I've got nothing negative to say about it. It's good. It's the Kidia Estate Sauvignon Blanc 2023. I've got a Trader Joe's Merlot coming up pretty soon, and we'll do that in a little bit. And I'll be talking. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. Adios. Keep it cheap, and I'll be talking to you.